just realized I should probably ask one of my friends to code something for me because I don't want to. If I get more into streaming, I want actual like keys and shit. Am I always focused on your main story? Yes. Uh, since there's such a like vast like amount of characters in the story, it allows me to draw a lot more freely. Slice stream, refresh. Okay, I'm currently live. So I guess the weird thing is, people keep comparing this book to a bunch of different animes, but it's always what I consider the wrong animes. Because I'm not inspi- it's not inspired by anime or anything. It's not going to be like a Shonen Jump or like base or DBZ or Naruto. It's it's going to be like, you know, uh, it being like an anime would only be like in One Piece, how there's a bunch of different looking characters and a bunch of weird characters with no explanation, kind of like that, but not as silly. Uh, Dude, an hour and 14 minutes is actually fucking insane. I'm gonna shit myself. I will shit myself because of how mad that makes me. Yeah, I did stuff in school. I took college courses while in high school on sociology and psychology, and ignore that voice crack. And it was actually horrifying. Well, some of the shit I saw, because we studied a lot of tribes that don't care about, don't have a taboo against cannibalism, and we also did a whole chapter on foot fetishes. It's very very odd. I know a lot of weird shit. And it makes it easy. Anyway, I'm gonna start sketching this so I can distract myself from this disgusting upload time of YouTube. I don't even know. Uh, well, I mean, it's uploading from two different sources. Like, the stream is uploading from my desktop, and the video is uploading from my phone. So I don't think they should interfere with each other. If I had no choice but to eat someone, that really depends, because having no choice means like I'm in a concrete cellar where I can't, where there's literally no food. If I was in the woods, no, there's like I could eat a tree. If it's like they are fathomably the only source of food at all, then I probably would. I don't really know if I put part of myself. I mean, I have a the self insert character that was in one of my videos, but I don't think I really try to put myself in one of my characters. I mean, every author puts themselves in a character because the way when they write, it's literally what they think would happen in that situation. So they're putting their personality into the book. I'm not telling you a quick fun fact. That's one thing that some, gets a little bit old when when it comes to like the fact videos I do or the research videos I do. Because some people think that I'm like a monkey in a cage, and they can just say, point at me and say, do a fact, right now. It's very, it's kind of weird. It feels dehumanizing. I don't know. They don't mean that way. They probably just want to engage in some way they think I might enjoy, but I don't enjoy it like that. Excuse me, sir. I thought you were a walking encyclopedia. I am. Doesn't mean you can just use me whenever you want. Hmm. That works. I think that stitching works. They could ask on the videos themselves. They could. They could just ask. Okay, one thing that I also think is kind of dumb is that people, whenever they have a question, they don't ask it on the video that gave them the question. They go to my most recent post and ask it on there. I'm not going to answer that question if it does not relate to the video at all. Like, they'll come from one of the videos about my book, or they'll come from one of the videos about my research or theoretical anatomy, and they go to one of my videos where I'm promoting one of my fitness products that I endorse, and they'll ask me some in-depth question about it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna answer this question because it's gonna bring people to a video that it has nothing to do with that question if they click on the comment, and that's gonna bring down engagement, and that's gonna ruin videos where I actually could answer the question. But people think that you need to comment on the most recent post in order to get people's attention. I get an alert for literally every single comment, no matter how old the video is. So ask the question on the video, because now you're just dispersing engagement, and it's like ruining the algorithm. Bump, bump, bump. That shit. Gross. You need to practice stitching. Stitching gets annoying because it's very easy to accidentally mess up the pattern, especially if you're going in a circle. Fuck. What was I doing? 59 minutes. That's crazy. I still cannot believe that. It sucks because I uploaded the videos were the two parts I'm re-uploading a two-part that I put on TikTok, uh, where it's the dragon video and then me addressing how I do how people theorize on fiction for fun. But I accidentally uploaded the second part first, and now people are missing the context of the first video, which is very fucking annoying. Mm. Also, random thing that happened the other day. Channing Tatum followed me on Instagram. The guy from Magic Mike and who also played Gambit in the Deadpool movies. What the fuck? Why? Which? And it's It told me like, oh, he followed me after watching one of my videos, but it didn't tell me which videos, so I have no idea what the fuck made him want to follow me. Thanks for drawing your portrait. I can't tell if you're being serious or not because I've drawn a lot of portraits. From or if you're just like referring to the character that I'm working on. Congrats. You came across the live when you right when you said that. I don't know what you're congratulating. I said a lot of things within the past like 40 seconds. What if you got a business opportunity with Channing Tatum? That would be cool. That is one thing I kind of want to do. Is that as I do travel more and get more into fitness, I do want to like try. One of my ideas is interviewing other content creators while working out because I think like being able to talk with someone while you're working out is like the best example of chemistry. Yes, I do fitness stuff. Fuck. I don't care what happens first because I'm gonna be doing both either way. And also, I doubt anything big would happen in fitness first, considering the platform that I built on what I did already do, what I'm currently doing. Dog, shut up! They bark at fucking nothing. Actually, I think it'll go like this. No, I don't get anagrams. A Zanbatao. I can't tell if you misspelled Zanmadao or that's actually a different weapon. But a curved version, I'm not really for it for the character. I chose to make his thing straight. Uh, a Zanmadao. There's like a more specific term for it, but I don't. Where the fuck did I put my? Yes. My seasonal drink. For horseback, well, the Zanmadao, it's not for using on horseback, really. It is meant to be used while you're on the ground and use to chop off the legs of horses that are charging at you to dismount generals. So in a way, it's used for horseback. Dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking. One thing that's also with the character is that a lot of people keep suggesting, "Oh, why didn't you use this weapon? Why didn't you use this weapon?" I'm like, because it's not interchangeable. It's specifically for the story. The fact that it is a anti-cavalry sword meant to chop off the legs of horses is a plot point in the story. So if I swapped out the weapon, that plot point wouldn't make sense, and I would have to rewrite the plot point. Like, I think people, a lot of people that give suggestions, and I don't know if they're trying to help or just be fucking coy, but a lot of people address it as if it's like a fighting game character, and you can just write the lore later. No, the whole thing is it revolving around the actual character. What the fuck is my hair doing? What the fuck? Why does it look flat like that? Gross. Anyway, I'm wearing a different hat. Where's the different hat? This one is making me weird. What the fuck? Where's my other hat? Oh. So, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, wait, did it upload? Oh, I think it finally uploaded. Yes, the YouTube video finally uploaded. I'm gonna, at the worst fucking time. This is a terrible time to upload YouTube videos. Shit, what was I doing? Wanted to be there, so yeah. Uh, also, a lot of people keep saying, dude, why would you not choose a scythe? It would fit the scarecrow aesthetic. I'm like, well, maybe he's not a scarecrow. The character I'm drawing right now, I would like would look way more like a scarecrow than the main character does. Fuck. Okay. Shit. I'll do the mask first and then work on the clothes later. I don't know why I choose to make these characters as detailed as I'm doing right now, because you're gonna have to draw them over and over again. It's gonna be horror. I mean, you can still be grim and dark and horror at the same time. Imagine Bloodborne, but instead of just like body horror that you get used to, it's actually like horror. You saw. I'm not. I don't really know. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna do this when it is like in the mind of a different character, but like where shit where here it is. It is in the mind of a different character. Like this, he shows up so much later in the story that I'm really debating on whether or not I should keep him in, and if I do, keep this design. So yeah, this guy. Or motherfucker! Oh god, that's annoying. Or because like there are gonna be characters that are like the same aesthetic, multiple characters of the same aesthetic, but I'm really deciding with which designs to go with. Also, I keep getting emails about AI apps wanting me to promote their stuff, and it's not autism, you fucking dick. Anyway. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Ah, shit, what was I saying? Oh, okay, I was saying that I am going to do multiple designs that are the same aesthetic as this, but there's like 3 characters that need to interact with each other. And I'm debating on whether or not I keep all 3. Autism is cool, how rude. No, it's rude to just claim someone has autism because they're explaining stuff. Like, I want you to imagine in the middle of you like explaining something, like trying to get your point across, and like or trying to teach someone something because they asked, and then someone just says, "Damn, you're fucking autistic." Like, how is that not rude? Because even if you were right, I have autism. I see the autism comment a lot. It out of place. Yeah. Here's one thing. Here's one thing about like claiming someone has autism. It's rude as fuck, and it's gonna make people. It's gonna make people think that, or people who don't have autism, or at least never been diagnosed, they're gonna be thinking, "What the fuck did I say that makes you think I have autism?" Because to them, what they're saying is completely normal. And what I do, like looking me talking and going over information, and then people saying I'm autistic is the equivalent of like telling your math teacher that you think they're autistic because all they talk about is math. It's like, this is what I do as a job. Anyway. Not everything is a special interest. Yeah. But also, uh, like I'm interested in like writing and like grim aesthetics. Okay, so you're basically claiming that, well, not I'm not saying you're basically claiming, but a lot of people are treating it like oh, you must be autistic that like those things, which is not true. Hits my autism break ain't funky. That does not come off as that at all. You could say this stimulates your autism, and that would make people know that you're talking about yourself. I'm literally giving you notes on how to talk to people, but that's crazy. Thanks for saying, thanks for liking my art, but overall, in general, what I'm saying is that I think people are way too casual with the label of autism because they keep putting it on things that they don't need to. Thanks. I can't tell. Are you saying thanks to me? No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm getting on to myself for trying to tell you how to speak to people because I don't know you. That's not me saying the feedback. Yeah, with the feedback. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try to reestablish my ground there. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people are way too casual with the label of autism, and they also keep using it as like an excuse for things. And it shows that people don't really understand what autism is. How far are you allowed to trace before it's stolen? I mean, if you trace a pose, I'd say that's fine, as long as like it's just like a rough sketch. Like if you do this, like this rough sketch, like you're sketching a pose, that's perfectly fine. Uh, but I would say like don't always like trace. Actually get practice, because tracing should only be utilized when you have no idea how to replicate something. But you have to trace in an effort to actually learn how to do it without tracing. People use the spectrum argument as a crutch. Yeah, I don't. People also don't understand how the spectrum use works. A lot of people imagine it on a straight line and stuff. No, it's not like that. It's more of like you guys know JoJo's stat charts, or like if you've ever played a Dragon Ball game, how characters have like a stat chart to where it like has like 8 different directions, and then the stat goes into that one direction, and it forms like a shape in the middle based on where all the corners meet. Oh my god, my camera just fucking. Shrink, you stupid fucking camera. Anyway. So, I will explain the autism spectrum. Got a magical camera. No, it's just a whatever. So I'm drunk. Right here, imagine. Okay, so these are the lines that all the stats are on, and this is like behavior 1, behavior 2, behavior 3, so on and so on. And whatever behavior or characteristic you adhere to. So let's say that you like you are like the max of like this behavior or symptom, and then on this one you're about halfway. But that also correlates, and this one can't go over this one, and so this one has to either be even or like that. But this one can actually go pretty far, and then this one can stay here. So it's like these all correlate, and it forms your unique shape like this. That's what the autism spectrum is like. It's not like a straight line. No, it's fine. I'm just like explain giving people a perspective on what autism is like. Uh, also, this is also from an outsider's point of view, because realistically, I don't think I don't think someone with like severe autism could be able to really describe it to people because it's really hard for them to get a grasp on how to describe it themselves. Never got the defense of its fantasy. Therefore, it can be anything, and you want like best aspect of fantasy. Oh yeah, a lot of people who I am glad are not writers will like you'll explain how something works in a fantasy setting. You'll explain the logistics in the world, you explain the rules, and then people will be like, "Dude, shut up. It's fantasy. You don't have to explain it. It doesn't have to make sense." I'm like, "It does if I want an immersive story. That's why you're not a writer. Shut the fuck up." Anyway, but I keep getting that, especially in my videos where I go over theoretical anatomy on like cartoon characters or just uh, fictional creatures. Because it's like, I don't understand how they can't understand that this is all supposed to be a fun hypothetical and that you're actually dogging on someone's fun. Like, just like you're accusing me of. As humbly as I can say it, if you do that, I genuinely think that you're stupid. I genuinely think that you're stupid if you if you automatically imagine someone going over how something would work in real life as them hating on the actual like idea of it. It's just an thought experiment. Dude. Do. Also, how loud is the music? I have not. Or is the music even playing? I don't even know if the music is playing. Oh well. I think the volume of the music and your mic are perfectly. Okay. I know people on YouTube cannot hear the music because of copyright. The best fantasy works always has rhyme and reason. Yeah, like establishing rules and limitations to your fantasy world is what makes it cool and interesting. It also brings up a bunch of possibilities for like suspense and like it makes the characters actually have to think about what they're fucking doing in the book instead of just getting away with everything just because. People are dumb. Like people are very very dumb. But they're just smart enough to type on a keyboard. I think you're someone who doesn't want to bend who you are to be about. I mean, yeah. Like a lot of the interactions I have are probably I'm probably never gonna meet that person again. So why the fuck would I want to conform to your idea when you weren't there the whole time I was creating this thing? How the fuck does my hair look like that? Anyway. Hmm. I wanted to create things, and writing is a way to create. I didn't just want to animate someone else's story, so I would write my own. Do 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 do. Just like a spear would probably be good for that. Just like a spear where the that has like spikes on the edges. Like I don't know what it's called, but it's this thing where it's a spear down the middle, and on both sides it has crescent blades. I don't remember the name of it. I mean, yeah, I plan on making more shorts like that of the characters. They take like a full 2 days to make, but I actually have to find the time to dedicate 2 days to this one thing that isn't gonna appear in the book just to promote the book. I need a shit. I need a shit. Dude, why the fuck am I able to watch my own live on my own account? Like, I'm streaming from this account. Poo cam. Look at that. Look at the delay. Look at that. Look at the delay. Look at that. Look at the delay. Penis. Penis. Dude, now it's echo. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. Ah, shit. Where's my pen? Also, what the fuck playlist am I listening to? I didn't realize. Okay, shut up. Oh. Okay. Go back to this. There we go. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I bet you come up with the character designs. I don't fucking know. I just think Stitches look cool. Hmm. I have no idea if that's correct because I don't remember the name. Okay. It needs to be pure black. Uh. I think that's good. I think it subtly can look like huge teeth. been average. Okay. Oh my fucking god. What? What the fuck? Why is my hair? What? Wait on. It is a flat. No. What is it doing? You're gonna make it. That's insane. That's an insane thing you're saying right now. Five to 6 months. Holy shit. Bounce. Okay. That works. already forgot what kind of clothes I was going for. Oh no, wait, I remember. Okay, rough sketch. Rough sketch of the. I swear I've heard this. Fantasy does not need to make sense in a world that is fantasy. That's fantasy. Hey jellyfish, you would make a terrible fucking writer. Bont. No. Hmm. Think I'll okay, adjust it so that the boots can be visible. Is it just dragons that are quadrupedal while wyverns are bipedal? That's not what the difference between dragons and wyverns is. The difference between dragons and wyverns is dragons breathe fire. Wyverns are venomous lizards that live in cold areas. Like it's very unlikely for a wyvern to have like more than two walking legs and more than two wings, but like the number of limbs does not dictate whether or not it is a dragon or a wyvern. Because in a lot of ways, dragon is an umbrella term, and wyverns are actually classified as a type of dragon. And a lot of people don't get that. Actually, yeah. Now that I say it, yeah. Yes, there's gonna be dragons in the book. Well, specific kinds, but hmm. It's covered in a kind of leather from a species that does not exist. Oh God. Hmm. The fire would consume the oxygen around it and it still needs to breathe. You can still hold your breath. It would still have an internal oxygen in supply. It would just be the external oxygen source. Uh, that would be the issue. Hmm. Where's my point? My point 0.05. I hope this still works. What the fuck? Yeah, there are 7 realms total. The 6 of them are where, like, the 6 gods that actually ended up creating the setting came from. Seven into the grip of the opponent. You don't need to do that. I feel like this is a lot. This is a lot that you're planning for something that's like not even released. Hmm. I inspired you to try art again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, God. I'm trying to decide whether I want his pants to look like. You're making an armor set for a LARP event? Interesting. I don't really know how the like broadsword or like the Zamadao from the character would actually work. Actually, I don't remember which one you're doing. They both all the characters have like flat pommels, but he looks like a robot. Hmm. What? You had to file your first copyright strike earlier. That's crazy. I'm not looking forward to doing that ever. Speaking of which, I should check. They had, they had entire chapters of your web novel posted behind crypto paywall. What the fuck? Hmm. There is not a black lagoon in the world. Hmm. What? You can only connect 4 on his forehead. What? People say a lot of random shit. What? Uh. Okay. This is 0.5. I'm stupid. Oh, can't see his face. Hmm. I mean, the main character is literally a so's born build. He's not a gunslinger. Dude, what the fuck? I made the main character in Elden Ring. Hmm. Mm. Water fountain cooler. Yes. Hmm. It take you twice as long for worse. What the? What do you do during the whole time? What? Hmm. Checking. People are kind of dumb. Let's see. Checking YouTube. Still pissed that YouTube took so long to upload 3 minutes of footage total. Hmm. What is your name? Starwell? Shut the fuck up, you're not funny. Or Starvell. Pretty much all the things, all the like actual details of the characters are confidential. Is that the same guy who made the terrible decision or the terrible suggestion to add a Galactus like character to the fucking book? Now you're just writing this out. How many arcs are planned? What the fuck? Arcs? What? I'm aware, but why would I tell you an exact number? Okay, so here's the thing. I really think that anime and manga have like made it so that people try to quantify story beats too much. It's like I feel like that would be insane for an author to tell you how many arcs there are gonna be. As if it's like they're telling you how they're mathematically putting it together. Now, when the book is over, the fan base can like try to quantify what they consider arcs and tell people that. But that'd be weird for an author to actually tell people that, because then everyone would be expecting shit or looking out for specific things. Which is why most of the questions that I get on the videos I can't even answer. Because it's like, those are questions you would ask someone who is a reader of the material. That's not something you would ask someone who is an author of the material. Hmm. You've mentioned the horror comics are adding Galactus might fuck up with the tone. Yeah. A Cthulhu thing might work. No, it's not. It's not. Adding a Cthulhu character would kind of ruin the fact that there's 6 isolated gods in the story already. It would kind of ruin the fact that gods have established rules for crossing over the realms. Everyone keeps talking about the book like it's a monk. Yeah, people do keep doing that. Like this guy right here, he doesn't even fight. This guy does not fight. People on this live were saying, "Oh, what kind of weapons is he has weapons, but not because he's a fighter, but literally just because it's for like self defense. Like he has knives specifically because it's like the same as carrying around pepper spray." Hmm. You've seen manga taking it slowly become the norm. Yeah, I like as manga. There's nothing wrong with people liking stuff that comes from Japan or stuff that's like a certain formula, but like applying it to every single idea makes it get old and tiring. Like, of course, it can work sometimes, but for specific stories, it's not going to work for every story. Like, if I wanted to write something that was more like a romantic drama, I would not look to Japan as an inspiration for that because of like the way expo in those shows they like exposition dump and they don't actually let treat the reader like they're smart enough to like get pick up on subtle hints. Like they have to over explain everything. Which is why I don't usually trust recommendations from people who like they watch anime just because they're looking for anime to watch, not because they're looking for a show to watch. Because I feel like there is a huge difference between someone who looks for an anime to watch and someone who looks for a show to watch, but the show they land on happens to be anime. Like, it would probably be the writing, is what the big difference is. Because there are shows that happen to be anime that I really like, that for the writing, like Trigun, the original one. I always say, and I liked what's the one where they go into space? I think it's called the Astra. The writing isn't the best, but it's actually entertaining because it's like twist after twist after twist, and they don't over explain stuff as much as I see in like typical like anime style shows. Bebop and Dandy. See, Dandy, yeah, that's comedy. Space Dandy is comedy and takes advantage and parodies a bunch of shit in a funny way. And Bebop, yeah, those are just characters. Like there are characters that are really dangerous, but it's not like oh they can you hit you try to punch them and it does nothing. No, it's because they know how to. They're dangerous because they know how to get around everything. Demon Slayer carried by art. It is. The story is pretty lackluster. I think I think it's weird how like here's the thing. Us when it comes to Demon Slayer, like feeling sympathy for the villain and seeing their side is one thing, but when you make it so every single one of the villains when they pass away, you see their flashback, it's like okay, you're constantly making us feel bad for a character. But why are you making us feel bad for the character like every single one of the villains? Because the actual characters in the story, they have no idea. They don't see these flashbacks. They have no idea what's going on. Like I'm not opposed to the reader knowing something that the characters don't, but when it's like this whole it doesn't really add anything the way Demon Slayer does it. It's not really that big it doesn't feel like an actual tragedy cuz it's like there's no way for them to know this person's backstory, which could be sad in itself, But doing that for every single character gets old and tiring, and we just stop caring. Like, I think it would be way more interesting if, like, the actual backstories of the villains, like, were brought to the light of the people of the Slayers, because then it would give conflict in their head. Because they don't really. Tanjiro, just feels empathy for everything just because he isn't actually given a reason. He just has a feeling, which gets kind of stupid after a while. Because like the only way that would make sense if Tanjiro, like, there was shown evidence of, like, get him having a reason to just know people just by looking at them, or just by like hearing them talk. He doesn't, because he was isolated in like the woods with his family. Those are the only people he's ever known. So he doesn't really have people experience. And so it really just feels like plot convenience for Tanjiro to feel bad for a demon when he literally doesn't know what the fuck their backstory is at all. Like that's the entire reason that they, for Nezuko, the other Slayers start actually feel like empathy and sympathy towards Nezuko, is because it's brought to their attention that this is someone's sister that is actively like going against eating humans and trying to like save the world and all that shit. But with all the other villains, they don't tell the characters shit. And so it's like, why should I care? This isn't affecting the story whatsoever if I know this demon's backstory. Yeah, Nezuko is a plot goal. It is. Like, in order to progress the actual plot, which, spoilers if you give a shit, it's supposed to be like uh, the main villain is trying to find the demon that can actually like survive in the sun and stuff, and then he's gonna consume that demon in order to like become truly immortal. Which, when that's the actual plot and the driving force behind the story, it had to be one of the demons in the story. So why not make it like the main character's sister? But I feel like it would have been better written. Would have been better written if for some reason, like, there were multiple demons that could survive in the sun, but dog, shut up! Oh my god, shut up! I'm in the middle of explaining stupid shit. Oh my god. If in the story it was established that there were multiple people that were the demon that could survive in the sun, but they got killed by their family members, and so it would actually give an emphasis on how Tanjiro like beat the odds. Like, he didn't like put his sister down out of mercy, and now he accidentally like continued this guy's search and motivation to like become an immortal dictator. That would have been more interesting, and like it would make the characters feel more driven and feel like Tanjiro is flawed, while at the same flawed because of how nice he is. Explore the world. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's essentially what happens at the end. I haven't read the end. I've only read the summary of the end. But like, from what I've heard, it's very lazily done. Time is it? It's been 2 hours. It's 8. Don't feel bad. All the characters reincarnate anyway, regardless of good or bad. Yeah, that. I remember hearing that. And I'm like, that is such an unnecessary thing. Also, I'm wondering who came with that. I'm wondering if he took that from the creator of Attack on Titan. I don't know if they've ever interacted before their story both the stories finished, but yeah, that feels like a cop out. Like that feels like they're just avoiding the literary term "killing your baby," which killing your baby basically just means that you really like this idea, you really like this character, you put a lot of effort into this character, you feel a connection with this character, but in order to like actually make them meaningful or progress the plot, you have to either scrap that idea or kill them off in the story. So the actual, you think they just did it to make a spinoff? No, that's a studio decision. Uh, if the studios had the like rights to the actual writing, that would be a studio decision. But yeah, the reincarnation thing, that's 100% just so the author can like avoid the killing your baby like method of writing, which is something that I'm gonna have to do in the story. It's gonna fucking suck because there's always been to be characters where like you really like their design, you love everything about them. They really, you as an author connect with it, or or envy the idea, and then it's and then to everyone else it's only on screen for like a few seconds, and you're like, fuck, I wish I could do more with this. But you put so much effort into like that few seconds, like progressing the story. The fuck you mean? How much is the book gonna be? Like, why would I know that? Oh shit. Ah, my ears. Hmm. I'll look at that later. Oh shit, I only have 3 days for the cuff things. I'll probably record something for the cuffs later. I just realized, wait, hold on, am I able to see the... Okay, wait, hold on. How good would I rate my rent? I don't fucking know. I need better. I need more test audiences before I could think I could even ever give myself a rating. Okay, so I am able to look at the entire live recording. Have you seen the Scorpius book stuff? The what? It was not. It was an author that spent 10 years world building, but the book was info dumping, incoherent stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. That's another thing about killing your baby is that like there's a bunch of you want to put so many ideas into one book. But the thing is to put that many ideas into one book. You need to do something similar to One Piece. I'm not saying One Piece is a peak of writing, but where you space it would have to be so long for you to put all of it in there. Like the more you want to add in, the longer you would have to make the story for it to actually space out and be decent. Why am I being recommended my own live? What the fuck? I'm being recommended my own live, but I'm not allowed to watch. I tried scrolling and then I entered Drake's live, and then said you're not allowed to watch lives while you're live. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Let's see, male. How much longer am I going to spend on this? She already dedicated 10 years. She's 23. What's 10 more years of book? Oh, so she was writing since she was 13. What is that book? The book about a dragon where the author started at like 15 or something and then published it. I don't remember what it was. Iron Flame Light. No. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's about a dragon. The book is blue, or one of the books is a blue with a dragon on it. Um, fuck. Popular book. Aragon. It's Aragon. Aragon, which is just dragon with an e instead of a d. So yeah, uh, I remember someone was reading the book to me over a Discord call because we were bored, and like in that book they over explained everything. Like they try to use alliteration in literally every instance they can. So many unnecessary metaphors. Wanted Iron Flames, watered down romance, Aragon. All right. I don't have a favorite. I don't remember all the fucking Soulsborne dragons' names. But yeah, that's like when you're young and getting into it, uh, you think that to be a good writer, you have to make things sound smart, and so the author like just kept adding more and more like metaphors and alliterations and analogies, like where it was not necessary, and sometimes would just explain the same idea twice. I'm not saying it's like a terrible book, but I'm just saying there's so much fluff in it. What is your name? Z so high. Shut the fuck up. Hmm. Gee, I think on this side. God fucking damn it. On this side, I will draw another mask. I'm pretty sure, like, I think with the three characters, I'm gonna have them all have very similar outfits to this, but their heads are gonna be like completely different because it will be a uniform, and all the like unique parts will have been added on later. You dropped a question on your dragon video in your live. Oh, that's nice. Favorite movie is Iron Giant. Oh, boy. Hmm. Put in some references, please. That is such a nothing request. Like, what? It's just part of the suit. No. Shut the fuck up, TikTok. Starting an animated series is not something you can just do. Hmm. I don't know what kind of paper this is. It's just paper. Hmm. It's gonna. I need to go find food. No. This is a mask. It's a mask. A mask. Wait, where did I... Is this it? Yeah, this is 2. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I might only do this for another half hour. Okay. Wait. Okay. Where the fuck? Hmm. Gross. It's a time Madel. No, I don't have a projected date for the book. Oh my god, I'm gonna ban that question. Why'd you put a question mark? Difference between a Zamidao and a Dachi? Well, one's Chinese, uh, and the and an anti a cavalry sword. I'm pretty sure an Odachi was meant for people, but a Zamidao was meant for horses. Senators won, by the way. Hey, why are you saying that like I know what that means? It's a minor league baseball team. Okay, I don't give a shit. Anyway, Ugh. The mouth looks like meh. Hey, what the fuck? Where the fuck did this come from? Looks like mesh. No offense, by the way. I'm not offended about not looking like someone who doesn't follow up. Most people I know that follow on baseball are pretty ugly. So I do not take offense of not looking like someone who keeps up with baseball at all. You're saying it as a statement for the live. Again, no one gives a shit. I've always hated the like by the way thing because it's like by the way like it's somehow important information that I just see people keep doing. That's always one. That's always something about the internet is that one thing that doesn't seem like it would ever be like an annoyance at all, like the word bro or bud or like by the way. Like, but you the people are using that in literally every instance they can, even when it doesn't make sense, and it's not. Now it's just making it fucking stupid to hear every time. Like, for some reason, people think anytime I announce I'm about to do something, or I am doing something, people will say "bro" and then describe exactly what I'm gonna do or said I was gonna do, as if it wasn't fucking obvious. Like, bro's gonna take a piss after I said I need a piss, or man, or I say, man, I need food, and it's like, bro needs food. Like, shut up. Movies are a miracle if they get made at all. Yeah. It's like the word bro shouldn't be like annoying, but somehow people have managed to make it annoying. I can believe that that whales would do that to orcas. Orcas are kind of dicks. Don't let my mutual orca man hear that. Sorry for sharing some information for the day. Stop playing the victim card. No one fucking cares. Why don't I do that then? I found chocolate. Holy shit. I don't time my drawings. Would have made sense if we were on that topic. I mean, yeah, like like nothing about this live indicates that we were talking about baseball or actually even keep up with baseball. Man, you know what? That's good enough. Aaron Thor. You can look through my videos to see what Aaron Thor looks like. Shit, what was it even? Hmm. Hmm. I guess I'll try to spend like. Hmm. Guess I might as well try to like color that. Do a color palette on this. Currently 3:50 a.m. Monster Energy is what the fuck? Why did you have Monster Energy anywhere near that time? Monster Energy is mid, not gonna lie. No, it actually tastes pretty good. I think you just don't like it because it's popularized. It's not good for you, and it's way too many calories. It also has like a ton of different flavors that kind of appeal to anybody. But also, no one fucking asked, dude. Now, if I said Monster is like the greatest thing ever, like out of nowhere, then then that would warrant like you giving your opinion on whether you like it or not. But when someone just said, "Oh, I had a Monster," and you just said, "Man, that shit's mid," it's like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't fucking ask. Hmm. Wait, what? Wait, do I even have my markers? I don't think I have the markers that I would want to use for this, actually. I can still try. What the hell did you say? What? Let's say username average guy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Because I think you have nothing else to do, and honestly, that'd be a very easier time than this. Hmm. Damn it. It's running out of ink. Rage baiting is stupid. It is a waste of time. It doesn't do anything for anybody. gonna have to buy new markers now. This is not working. I mean, scientists bringing back extinct animals is cool. I don't think I need a mod for the lives, really. Like, the moderation system does fine. And plus, like, I'm not gonna make someone else mod a live for me. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, I'm bored now. Do. Okay, so first, what's this guy? Block. Anyway. So